People that have never filed and never even, put their name in the system, they're not even claimants yet.
Okay.
If you have that plus translation, then you haven't filed ever. So you've got, 16 weeks that you have to file. I mean, that can take an hour and a half, 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure those people weren't going to get in front of people that just had to have a pen reset, So that's kind of where this is going to be where it takes the longest, because these are people who have never filed before, is this area. But we found that there was also, multiple commonalities. If they needed translation services, they probably also hadn't, filed in the system, so we could group those people together.
Our job here is pretty much to provide the translating language. In my case, is in Vietnamese. We had lots of these Vietnamese, pretty much a small business self-employed that was affected by the pandemic, and they were forced to close down due to the pandemic. So a lot of them need help, especially with the unemployment application. A lot of them went online to do it, but they couldn't get nowhere. Frustration setting in because first thing is the language barrier online working on. They may answer it wrong, and so the process keep kicking them out, and they pretty much didn't go nowhere. So so a lot of them had to go to OESC like this to get help, and then many of us from Language Associate, I was able to call in by the OESC to come in and provide the assistance with the application, the PUA, and also work with the staff here to clarify which one need to be able to use our service. And most of them were able to get a lot of help here. It makes the process smoother for them, and also for the OESC staff here that they know they have help, and we'll be able to provide that assistance for them. This kind of event like this, it really helps because there are more of us here at one time instead of just one. So, and I know we're still short on interpreter because sometimes it takes a person maybe 2-3 hours to do one because they don't have all the English understanding enough for them, and some don't even speak many. And so, I mean, I pretty much had to do from beginning to the end, everything, run back and forth, just for one person.
I love my job. I love interpreting. I love getting to know new people, getting to know their stories, because sometimes, when you're interpreting, you have to wait. It's not fast. So you're like sitting with them, or so you get to hear their stories. You had to hear about their families, about why they're here, what they left behind, and I can, at some level, identify with them because we don't have family in here either. So it's a way to be able to help and get paid for it. It's a perfect combination. So I really enjoy and getting to help others is in my heart. Yeah. Watching them as we were waiting, to have people that we could help interpreting, just observing the others, it's just the sadness, the desperation, like this is it. I mean, or feeling like they all have to come the same day because they might run out of help. That if you don't come today, maybe tomorrow there won't be no money. Kind of that feeling that then you get. So, and the couple that we were kind of helping yesterday, and it's the Vietnamese couple, and we're able just a touch, even though we're supposed to have the 6 feet apart, but sometimes just a touch to say it's okay. It will be okay. We are here to help however possible we can help. We might not have all the answers, but we are going to try to help. So being an interpreter is kind of beyond just being an interpreter. You are also a human being and try to relate with them.
I've already seen 2 people cry. And hugs, and it really is gratifying to see someone who's waited for that long and I think that's also why people are showing up in person, is because there's that element of looking someone in the eye and saying, yes, this is gonna, yes, I can help you. and here's how you can do it next week, like guide them through the process.
Young child, and he was affected. He worked for a shoe store, and he was off for like over a month, and he tried to apply, and he showed up today, and we were able to open for him and find out there was a fraud on his case. That's why he didn't get to log in to get what he needed until we get to have it resolved for him, and I'd be able to found the weeks that he qualified for, and he was happy, and he told his mom that he's have the fun to take her to lunch, so he was really happy, and we high-fived, and he come out here happy and I think he really appreciate that we be able to do things like this for him.
When you got a smile, you're done. You did what you're supposed to do.